sepatutnya melaporkan kepada Jabatan Tenaga Kerja soal kesalahan di bawah diskriminasi. Jabatan Tenaga Kerja Negeri Johor dah beri pun perakuan mana-mana syarikat yang enggan memberikan pelepasan kepada warga kerjanya untuk solat Jumaat mengikuti daripada Johor. Kaki tangan tersebut sepatutnya melaporkan kepada Jabatan Tenaga Kerja soal kesalahan di bawah diskriminasi.
Assalamualaikum. Intercultural communication is beyond races and some of the social categorization is gender, age, social class, religion, race and ethnicity. Belief and discrimination have become common issues in intercultural communication, especially in the workplace in Malaysia. This usually occurs due to implicit bias and the lack of awareness between the boss and their workers. This problem can create a toxic work environment, leading to low morale among employees and affecting overall productivity. Hence, our research on this topic is based on newspapers and news reports such as Suara TV, The Sun and Sinar Harian.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about belief in intercultural communication. Belief means concept or idea that people hold to be true. It can be religious, culture or even personal. In intercultural communication, beliefs are very important because it can shape how people see the world and communicate with others. It's also important because it is learned and subject to cultural interpretation.
According to this journal entitled Non-Muslim Chinese Fear of Islam in Malaysia, an analysis by Usman Chua, from this statement it can be concluded that this perception can lead to the lack of understanding towards Islamic practices. As a result, non-Muslim Chinese employers may view these practices as unnecessary interruption to work instead of fundamental religious obligations that must be respected. This misunderstanding commonly creates conflict in the workplace among the Muslim employees and the non-Muslim Chinese employers. For companies, this issue poses a serious problem on several fronts. Firstly, there are legal implications under the Employment Act 1955, particularly Section 60A1. Employers are required to grant leave to Muslim employees to perform prayers, including a minimum of 1 hour and 30 minutes for Friday congregational prayer. Failure to obey this provision not only risks breaching Malaysian labour law, but may also expose companies to legal action.
What is discrimination, Shida?
Discrimination? Discrimination is being defined as unfair and inappropriate treatment for people based on their race, sex, gender, and age. Kenya, do you think Malay as a lazy person?
Maybe.
Let me explain it to you. Different races have different perspectives on other races. For example, Chinese will treat us Malay as a lazy person because we usually using Patandari prayers as an excuse for us to slip off at work.
Now, let's go to the evidence part where we have found an articles Institute Social Malaysia 2022 and the topic caught our eye because it is about religious and discrimination among working women in Malaysia, and it is said they are going to ban the prayer time for the Muslim workers, which is unbelievable. But they also made a data where they collected the data using a self-administered questionnaire involving 204 working females. And the results shows that 12.5% of the respondents reported that they found such difficulty to find their prayer time during their working hours. Okay, let's review the reasons and the consequences of this problem. So the first one is what is the long and short term effect. So it is for the individual itself. They will get stressed out and burned out from their work because they are constantly worrying about their prayer time. And the next one is what is the consequences for the country. The country will gain bad reputation from this issue, and also for the society, it will create distrust between the employee and the employers. Okay, so you may ask why this is a problem and why this is not supposed to be a problem in our country, Malaysia. So let's go to the first one. Why this is a problem to us, Malaysia? The first one because it violates basic rights, and the second one because it creates unfair treatment for the Muslim workers, and the last one is they damages mental health and spiritual being for the workers. So let's go to the next one. Why this is supposed to not be a problem for Malaysian? Okay, so the first one is because Malaysia is well known for Muslim majority country, so we need to tolerate and respect other religion. And the next one, we need to respect our culture, the other culture, so that this cannot be a problem. And the last but not least is a prayer time doesn't take too much time because we only need 5 minutes to perform our prayer.
So, in conclusion, belief and discrimination at workplace remain sensitive issues, especially when the employers fail to respect religious needs of their worker. To be honest, this is not only violate religious freedom, but it also creates inequality and tension among employees. Therefore, when the issue was solved by enforcing the law when extend Friday prayer breaks and fair treatment, the government highlights that respecting belief is essential to prevent discrimination, promote harmony, and build an inclusive workplace. That's all for our group.